Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today, guys, it happened. We are top 33rd in the world in Mythic ladder. And you know what? We won all of the games with this one. It has 100% win rate. So pretty cool. I enjoy this deck so much. It feels so clean. You have a lot of basics. You don't really pain yourselves too much. And yeah, Teferi. And all I will say is Teferi. This card absolutely smorks. You will see desperate mono red trying to kill poor Teferi for 3 or 4 turns, and they failing because Teferi doesn't die. It has so much loyalty, especially because our deck runs first for Discover. That's why we have so many basics. That's why we don't play Otawara or Ganjo. If you don't have them by now, you can just pretend, you know, you never needed them. And when you draw 3 cards, Teferi, especially if you -2, both Teferi and the token get 3 loyalty and 3 attack and toughness. This is absolutely insane. Other than this, we have a great control deck. So we have counter spells. I know you like them. We have double wash away because Soul Partition is a card of choice because it can not only kill everything basically, it can also slow down your opponent, and we have enough value, and Teferi draw, search for, you know, this first for discovery. Like, we have a lot of cards. If we survive, we should be able to be ahead. That's why we have Soul Partitions, and Wash Away is a 1 mana counter spell against your opponent, probably 6 or 5 drop by now. So, extremely mana efficient. Don't forget you can hit Soul Partition on your own Teferi, just protect it, and this is usually why we can play so little win cons. As you can see, no hull breakers. So the deck is absolutely cool, so definitely try it out. I think you will like it, and let's see how far in Mythic we can go. Like, you kinda know, but you get the idea. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see, you know, games at the top 40 in the world. That's pretty cool, I will say. Honestly, I think this is a mulligan. If we are on the play already, on the draw, I will mulligan this one. Alright, this is way better. Let's go actually like planes, come here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. This hand is better overall because like with the previous one we could be absolutely destroyed. Now we have Soul Partitions. We don't have a lot of value, but we need to make it work. Alright, our opponent is going a bit slow. Man, we already deranked like 9 places by not playing immediately. This is so hilarious. Alright, so I really want him to pump the sleeper, to be honest. That would be so perfect. Thank you. You are the boss. Alright. Soul Partition 1. Perfect. And he cannot replay it, of course. He has another one, of course, why wouldn't he? Alright, but he needs to do the thing all over again. And we have a counter spell right now. We can just depopulate if he plays slowly. Like, you know, it's not the biggest deal right now. Okay, is this tenacious? I wonder what he will play. Oh, he wants to go all in. I think we go like this. I really hope I hit a land. Oh no, I didn't! Oh, this sucks super hard. Alright, so I will kill this with the Emperor. It means we can get rid of the Depopulate. Oh, that was pure pain. Man, like, I guess I should play only basics. I guess that's the way. So this way we get rid of the whole board. We have a nice Emperor sitting there comfortably, and our opponent is not at 5 mana for the Invoke Despair. Oh, this... Man, that's the 3rd land, like... And this is the 1st sleeper. What the hell? Shuffler, you're crazy. And now we got it. Alright, so how much he can pump it? Like, he can pump it a little bit. I really want to draw with the Teferi. What is the best play? Like Shordred? Liliana? I don't think they have anything, right? So their best attack is what? Pumping it to 3? Oh! I just want to keep drawing with Teferi and then farewell. Tenacious Underdog. Oh no, it will be Tenacious Underdog. For this reason, I will actually play like this. I should draw with Teferi first, by the way. Cut down, I assume. Okay, that's the farewell. So I did it because now he needs cut down into Tenacious Underdog, exactly. Cut down, no! Like if he will have the Tenacious Underdog, I will absolutely cry right now. Oh wow! The card that nobody plays. Finally. It's working. I mean, I will play this. How much mana can he have? He cannot draw a card. It means that we can play like this. There is a chance that we'll, you know, get more mana. And if he doesn't... Oh, nice. So I want to force him as hard on this as possible. Because this will be super hard for him. Man, the Teferi. What were the chances that he has exactly a direct Planewalker removal? Probably one of this. I think this is one of the few in the format, right? Alright, this is actually something we do not mind at all. And let's go like this. I mean, we need something a bit better than this. I will keep it. We have a counter spell, we have Farewell. For now we don't need more mana, and we need something like Memory Deluge, Teferi, you know, the big thingies. I mean, land is amazing too. Like, we are both not getting what we need, basically. Is this a Planewalker removal? A cut down, sure. I would love to counter it, but that's not the play. Maybe he plays this and then we farewell, I'm not sure. We need to do something for sure. Alright, here we go. I really need to draw something that is not Oh my god, we are on the the opposite spectrums of the horrible draw, basically. Do I go with the Emperor? I think I have to. I think I have to. In this situation, it's just what I have. Oh man, this will be Invoke Despair turn though. After Farewell, we cannot. Oh, we lack 1 mana. This is. Everything is just awkward. I think we have to play like this and just stall for the later game.
Still have much to learn.
A bit awkward. So I basically want to make sure that I get more value, and next turn we will be able to play Farewell into Counterspell. He won't be able to draw unless he plays a land, right? Alright, I don't care about the damage at all. As long as he keeps trading cards, I'm super happy. Alright, so he will probably pump it. The second Farewell is the big one. The first one is more like stabilization too, you know? But I really need something like Memory Deluge or Teferi. The third land in a row, absolutely amazing. So we played this one, because this one is better for discarding. I mean creatures. He plays Takenuma. I don't really think we need the graveyard, so let's go like this. Curiosity, you could name enchantment and just remove one of the creatures. No idea why would you do it, but it's there. It is possible. It's a shortcut. Kinda hate it. Alright. I don't want to farewell it, and I'm not guaranteed to draw anything. You know what? You know what? At this point, if he has a removal, he cannot cast it. So I will just cycle my card. Finally! You know what? I have Cardo in this deck. Perfect! Oh man. That's so glorious. Alright, much better. It's not what we wanted. We want more of those and Memory Deluge. But this is why we have this card. This is literally the reason I input this card into the deck. Man! How many can I possibly draw? It's already 10, 12, 13 in 27 cards. Man, I guess it's 50%, but it's not. It's way off. We don't even have an like we don't have an instant. Oh man, this is just okay, sure. Good choice probably. This is as awkward as it gets. Do you think we'll ever get a Memory Deluge? I'm not sure at this point. Do I kill it? I don't know. We don't care about the graveyard, there are no creatures, so the nighttime is basically 1 extra damage, it doesn't make a big difference. However, I cannot use my cards because, you know, I have 0 value as a classic control deck. I literally have 0 value, I'm just drawing clans over and over. Man, not great, not great. I want him to get more stuff into the battlefield, and I hope I can get it. Oh no. I don't know. Let's draw. Okay, okay. That's a good start. This is exactly what we need. Alright, you know what? I'll take it. I would prefer not to lance after it, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I should play the pain land, by the way. Alright, we should kill this one though. So this will be okay. So the Bankbuster, and then we go for the march. We discard the land. Man, this is so awkward. I need a single Memory Deluge. Can I draw one of my cards, please? No creatures. So I will actually go for it now. I should probably do it before, but we do not super care. And given my draw is so amazing right now, the ward is basically like free cards. Like truly, I don't feel the difference because my cards that I'm drawing are like, you know, the exactly on the other side of what I need. Trespasser, sure. So let's draw. Alright. It would be great to have it, you know, before the spell, but it's fine. With Bankbuster we should be able to get into something heavy. We have double Teferi, we have triple Memory Deluge, and I think double first for Discovery. Alright, we are starting to get somewhere. First, let's draw a card. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so now the game is on. We are finally playing, guys. Alright, so now Teferi. Finally. Oh my god, I need cards. When I draw those cards, I'm so happy inside. Man, this is actually such a great combo. You add 3 loyalty to Teferi. We can basically negate all of this. Bruh, please. Please. We've been there. It's not the moment. So invoke the spell, right? It has to be invoke the spell. Please, bro. Like you are really way over fixating over Teferi. Just ignore him. You know? There was never a time when Teferi won the game, so just don't bother. And the quality commentary that you are here for. Just amazing jokes and amazing top decks. Alright, I think we are closing the game slowly, but it's been hilarious. And you know what we are doing? We are definitely making the game a bit closer. And now we are getting our yeah, I think I will give him a good game. I mean, yeah, that should happen long time ago. We have those cards. Alright, cool. I mean, that's pretty nice. We could also cast Bankbuster again with the Soul Partition, but I much rather protect Teferi. Just a little bit. Our opponent has basically 1 draw. After this the game is super, you know, kinda over. It's not the bad draw, you know. So I wonder if he goes for Teferi. He wants the card. And you know that as a control mage we just cannot allow it. You won't sacrifice it and you won't get the card. I feel way too happy for this. Like, I shouldn't be so happy, but I am. And yeah, treasure is fine. It gives us a card though, it saves us 2 mana. So we are man, Teferi is actually ramping here like crazy in this deck. And now we get everything. All of the cards that we couldn't draw before. And that's great. That's absolutely great. I mean, I should probably do something. Let's make another token. They seem to be great. I should draw differently. And let's start attacking. With Vigilance we should be, you know, on the good side of stuff. That's a casual 12 damage to the face. Yeah, good choice, but after this he cannot really win. I mean, he can chain invoke despair, I guess. Over and over and over and over. Teferi, Soul Partition, amazing. Alright, man, I'm suddenly we are flooded with value. This is all that we should be getting before. And man, we are at 13. Corrupt. It would be such a shame if Teferi was not here. And your spell would fizzle. By the way, that was a top deck from him. This is the card he just drew. Yep, still good guy, my friend. What a game. We actually won after all of this flood, so I consider it a big success. And we are top 43 in the world right now, so... Alright guys, I need to prepare the keyboard. We are fighting against top 127. We are going first, so that's a good start. We definitely, yeah, we go for the Painland. This is something we want to discard probably. To the first for discovery, you know. Alright, so we need Depopulates, Lockdowns, and Farewells. Alright, so I would... Perfect. I think this is Gruul. And even though I know, but I don't want to pain myself too much, so I will actually need the planes. Alright. I think it's a Gruul. It might be mono green, but you know. Alright. We'll make the decision at the end of the turn. Depopulate might win this game. I think we should be pretty I remember you, Clavis Ra. You're a great player, I think. Alright. I'm scared, not gonna lie. I will do it. I'm the Greed Lord. I need to draw my cards. This is the first rule. And we have been blessed with a good top deck. I mean, a bit too many pain. Man, we always draw 3 of the same lands. It's always the same. So, I think he's playing around Depopulate, but it's fine. I think I know what will be the next play. The 4-4... Oh, Tamiya's safekeeping? That would be interesting. Or not. Maybe not. It seemed that he has something, but maybe it was just... Grotto? I'm not sure. So I think he saved the waves. Okay, that's a land. A bit scary, just a little bit. However, this is a Teferi, right? So far they had no haste, they don't have red mana, at least until now. The Painlands are starting to get me, but Teferi should be the last thing. I could also make a creature, but I think drawing cards is a bit better, especially with Farewell. Like, you force them into pressuring as much as possible to kill Teferi and then you clear the board. They will draw a lot of lands, so their top decks are really good right now. A bit scary, especially that I don't have even double white for Farewell. I need a plains, like, directly. Bushwhack, alright. So he wanted to shuffle the deck, I would guess, right? Alright. I don't understand yet what's going on. Maybe he has just bad draw. Oh yes, Teferi, absorbing as much damage as possible, as usually. So Coven needs different power, right? 3 or more with different powers. Right now all of them have the same one. This is such a weird play. Like, our opponent is really high in Mythic. So I would expect, you know... Like, we are just drawing cards, man. All I need. Just more Farewells, more stuff. Cannot hit planes, though. But Teferi absorbs so much damage that it really helps. If I play this... It's not the best, but you know what? You know what? With Teferi we can afford it. I want him to not have this Augur. It's annoying. It gives him value. I hate my opponent getting any value. Alright, so there is a Tamiya safekeeping, sure. I could kill it in response, but that would cost me a Farewell, so I don't think that's a good deal. We can still kill the pack leader for 1 mana. It will pain us a little bit, but it will help for protecting Teferi. Monkey! Oh, what a meme lord! So he needs to cast a creature spell. That's fine. So he thinks that he kills Teferi, but let's see if he goes face. Like if we sacrifice Teferi we get more farewell value, but it's not a good choice. We can pain ourselves way more because Teferi is absorbing all the hits anyway. This is a really good land. Amazing. And we are just drawing more and more and more. But wait, there's more. I mean creatures? And you know what? Graveyards. Why not? And that should be a game, I think. And he doesn't have haste, so let's go like this. Yep, that's explosion. So how high can we get? And we are top 40 in the world. Ah, I hoped for more. Alright, and this one will be a voiceover because I'm a dummy and I turned my mic off. I was still talking during this game. So, the hand is really decent. We have very good mana, everything is clean, untapped, and we have the Union, which will give us more time because our opponent is, of course, playing more red. Why wouldn't he be? Disdainful Stroke definitely not what you want to see because it kinda hits only Raiju and most of the versions for mono red don't even play it, so they actually don't have anything with converted mana cost 4 or more. So yeah, that's kinda awkward. Shivan devastated with the counter, he doesn't want to waste the counter, so yeah. This is a good draw, it means that we can Union for quite a while, and when we get to Emperor and Teferi, the life should be a bit better. We kinda need some kind of sweeper overall. Right now it's a bit harsh. Oh man, it ramps the pressure. Like, we are already getting hit for at least 5 a turn, possibly more. Of course, play with fire. So, 6 damage, some direct damage, so it is harsh for us. Even with the full hand with the Union, like we are actually still life neutral, we are just starting. And I also want to cycle right now, because then I get more chances at drawing this. Because if you miss this small piece of, you know, land thingy, you lost the game already. Man, mono red is so efficient at killing stuff. So right now I'm not exactly sure whether to go for the Union or the Wandering Emperor. I have the idea to counter Kumano with the -1. Because it seems like I'm checking the priority right now to see if he has play with fire, because that from this depends how I play. And I decided to go for the -1 and try to counter Kumano. Then we can use the -2 to kill another creature. This is a small trick with the Emperor that will change your life. Like, do it, guys. Really do it. And suddenly, like, we didn't need a sweeper and the board is empty. Like, that's a big deal. And you can also use the March, the White March on, you know, both of the creatures. They both converted mana cost 1. I missed a land drop, but we are at 4, so it doesn't hurt as much as usually. But it's still pretty rough so far. Reinforced Ronin, while super annoying, it's not the best creature. He gets the token, but sorry, counter. I always miss those. But it comes into hand at 10 step, so he kinda wastes it. So he didn't have an instant for 1 mana before, so I assume that he probably doesn't have it as well. And right now I'm showing that the counter is gone, and he basically wasted the Kumano trigger for just a single point of damage. And with this one we play Union first. That's a really good draw because we needed double blue for half of cards in our hand, and we also wanted to heal for 1 extra life, right? Right now I'm thinking about using the Emperor Weather +1, so I have better Samurai. The better Samurai blocks Kumano, and also the Ronin. It also provides some damage, but it's mostly for blocking, because then we don't trade. It means that our opponent needs to invest mana and cards into changing situation before anything happens. And then we can respond. You want to be the responding person, right? As you can see, it costs him basically his 66% of his whole turn just to do this play. And now we will see, like, he knows that we have something. we have the priority with 2 mana. That's usually some kind of removal. And now he needs to decide how much he commits to the Emperor. The correct decision is to attack with everything because she's super threatening. He did the right call. I'm choosing the Ronin here because the Ronin is the annoying one. It never gets hit by sorcerer speed, like, you know, Depopulate, for example. But now we are in comfortable spot. I wanted to cast Teferi for a long time, but I cannot. And here comes the sweet part of playing Control. When you have mana to do stuff and your opponent like needs to punish you for it. One of the good things about the Teferi in this situation is the fact that it has so much loyalty that they stop attacking your face. This is the only Planewalker that can force Mono-Red to actually play the game instead of just trying to end it as soon as possible. And we make a Bodyguard for Teferi. It will probably die, but it's one extra step that he needs to make to kill Teferi, and believe me, he needs to kill Teferi and we need to protect it. First he needs to play with Fire the Samurai, then he needs a Lightning Strike on Teferi and also attack with Kumano. This is the only sequence that goes through the whole process. If he misses any step, for example playing Chick instead of second removal, suddenly we untap with Teferi on board. And guys, I don't need to say how big of a deal it is. Everyone who played Teferi once in their life knows that he's life-changing, you know? That's the life-changing Planewalker right there. We depopulate right now, because our opponent is short on cards, short on creatures, especially with the haste ones. I know most of his deck is haste, but he needs to have everything right now, and he has only like 1 card left, so as you can see, he's not strong enough to empower the Teferi loyalty. It's just always 1 or 2 loyalty short. And this is where we thrive, because every single turn you are gaining extra advantage, and Teferi is closing the game like crazy right now. So just drawing cards, and now we have lands, we have removal, we have protection, we have another Teferi when we need to. I still have a small hope of hitting Stroke on something, but at this point it's not really the thing. So we are going for the Emperor because Squee is a big problem and we want to get rid. I honestly could wait until he attacks, but then he gets another token, so it's not great. And we won another one, and the rank pretty darn good. Alright, opponent goes first. We have nice Soul Partition, so that will help quite a lot. We definitely need to draw some lands though. Alright, like this, the start is okay. I would prefer a little bit more lands. We need to hit 4 at least, and then we should be good. Alright, like so far so good. Is this Resurrect Reinforcements? Oh, I see. Alright, so we know exactly what we play against. This Azorius deck discards big things. Yep, and they invoke. However, they won't really like what we have. Smork? No Celestus for you, at least for a while. For a while. We need to hit land. Like, this is extremely important. We need to hit Memory Deluge so we can, you know, go further. Right now we... okay, that's perfect. This is incredibly important. We cannot cast it right now, because he will cast Invoke Justice. Yeah, he will definitely hit a land. Alright, this is a weird one. So, no, tapland. Cool. So, let's go Memory Deluge. I don't really think they run counter spells, but they could. They absolutely could. That's an interesting one. So, if he places... okay, so what do we play on the next turn? Teferi, right? Then he plays Invoke. Right, maybe let's go for the Emperor. Man, Wash Away would be so amazing here. Alright, so I can go for this and Negate. That's a hard turn. I really want to play Teferi, but then they play Invoke and I feel like a dummy. I mean, that's a Celestus. Alright. I don't have great plays, but I think Emperor is good enough, you know? Yeah, this is good. This creates a lot of pressure and we should start from there. No, just a little bit. Now we Soul And this Celestus, he's fighting for this Celestus so hard. And in the meantime, we are starting to smork him. This life gain that he got actually makes a big difference. It's so much life that we need to pierce through, even with the Emperor. So, yeah, finally, cool. I'm glad we finally got to this spot. Enjoy. And let's get back to the real game. Oh, this is something that would be a bit better before, but it's fine. It's fine. If I draw a land, that would be amazing, but we need to play like this. Worst case, we can always go for the Union. Yeah, like, I'm not guaranteed to draw a land, you know? And if I don't, this would work. Oh, control. It's always so fun. He's not scooping. I'll give him that. Yeah, because normally I would expect a scoop after counterspell. They usually don't have more. Like 2 is quite plenty.